Hey YouTube, it's Lay Rocket. Hope everybody's doing alright and having a great weekend. It's about 5 minutes till I have to go do something, but I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. My week has been very bizarre. Dealing with people, dealing with situations is just kind of cruddy at the first part, but sometimes when you have to consolidate some things and bring closure to things, and that has happened. And but also there looks like to be some new beginnings with some older relationships and whatnot, and it's just great to know that those things are going to continue, and just as far as that is concerned. My real question that I wanted to bring up here, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about, is profanity. I do you have a tendency to use it at times. Those of people that know me personally know that when I do get frustrated, it does occur, and yes, I did censor myself there because I was gonna say the shit hits the fan, so I just said the shit hits the fan. But anyway, my question is, where did profanity, or how did profanity become profanity? And like, how did, let's just put it, how did, like, say, I'll give you an example. How did the word, or how did feces become what it's known as? Or how did, you know, we have so many words that are profanity, or words that we think are bad words, Oh, don't say that, that's a bad word. Well, how did it become a bad word? Is there such thing as really a bad word, or is it just, is it is it the way that we use the term that makes it a bad term? For instance, the term, I can't even, the term prick, it has double meanings. You can do that to your finger, but you can't finger your. Anyway, yeah, I know, I got that from George Carlin, and this whole kind of discussion came from a part of a George Carlin CD, and I just wonder, where did it become bad? This is totally random. I don't know why I'm posting this, but I am. Just where did we get this notion or whatever that these words were bad, or and I understand there are such things as racist terms. They didn't start out as racist terms. They started out, to some extent, they started out as just words that were used to describe a group of people. Now, I'm not encouraging the use of those words because I think that is just spreads negativity in the world, and I'm not about spreading negativity at all. But I don't know, where where did this sense, where did, was profanity in the I guess the taboo of it, was it part of a sensitivity, and why sensitivity? And I guess that reflects on a larger demographic of why are we so sensitive when it comes to certain types of words. For instance, when somebody says something and uses a term, but it's not directly tied to the specific group of people that, for instance, a while back, Tiger Woods used the term spaz when describing his golf game, or his lack of putting back around the Masters, I do believe. And he used the terms, I was a real spaz today. And there was a group of people that took it as a derogatory term against them. And that group was people with disabilities. Now, if you were offended by that, that's your issue. I, for one, was not offended by that because I realized that Tiger Woods was talking about his golf game, not about his ability level, or people with physical abilities or physical challenges, I guess. And And it just bothers me, the fact that so many people are very sensitive about things. And if you're like, people have referred to me as like Rocket, you were such a spaz on that one. But they weren't referring to the fact that I have spasticity because of my physical situation. They were referring to the fact that I had just shown myself to be an incomplete idiot, or did something incredibly stupid, which is not because I'm a spaz, because I'm a human, and I have shortcomings. And like this video, it might be somewhat of a shortcoming. I don't know, just some random crap. Another thing I wanted to talk about was just the fact of, am I losing my audience here? Because I have noticed that my numbers, and I try not to be ratings conscious, but the feedback that I'm getting from you has been very minimal, and I'm wondering, am I not, how do I put this, am I not connecting with my audience like I was? Have I went off from what I once was doing, or am I reaching too far? I don't know, I just want feedback on that. Crap. I don't know why that did that, but it did. Forgive me. Anyway. But that's just a couple things that I wanted to talk about. And there's some big things that I'm getting ready to do. And I'm getting ready to take the show back on the road after in 2 weeks from now. And I'm just gonna go hang out and see what happens. And I've been watching other videos, and I think another thing about that I've noticed about me is that my life seems to come across very boring in these videos. I hope that my audience isn't thinking that I'm boring, but I'm just wondering, what can I do to make this better? And I want to keep improving my content. I want to keep improving. And quite frankly, I do want I want more responses, I guess, and I want to connect with my audience, and I want people to feel connected to me, and I want to do whatever it takes possible to do that. So, any suggestions you guys have on what I should do, or what I'm doing wrong on this, or am I, what's going on here with the Lay Rocket account or what would you like to see happen with the Lay Rocket account? And to some extent, this is not I don't want this to come across as, oh, he's trying to become Mr. Popular on YouTube. No, I'm just trying to re-engage my audience that I had. And yes, to some extent, I would like to build that audience, but I still want to have a strong connection with the audience that I have. And I do think if I build a strong connection with you guys, that audience will grow. And I want you guys to feel like you know who I am, that I'm not a mystery to some extent. Let's see, what else is going on in my life? Oh, I'm just going to college and all that kind of crap. And that brings me to another topic about the educational process. Is it really working in the world? One of the things that troubles me is, in the American system at least, everybody gets a generic high school diploma. And I was wondering, why would not it be better for high schoolers to get, once they graduate from high school, to get a degree in a specific area, so they don't have to spend their college years trying to figure out, okay, what am I good at, and go with it. It's just because I think that can be somewhat of a struggle. I know I have struggled with that, as it's that whole thing of figuring out what you're going to do with the rest of your life and then finding a way to make money off of it. For those of you that know me, you know that I'm pretty well good at this communications thing, or at least I love to talk, which is, I don't know, I've always been a very vocal person. The way I deal with things is just by talking, and so even talking about what comes through my crazed out head, why do I do this? See, I'm observing everything that I'm doing while I'm making this. So, anyway, again, summary, everything. What can I do to make my videos better? What can I do to reconnect with my audience? What's the deal with profanity? Is it really how did profanity become profanity? If you guys want to give me any feedback on this, go ahead and do it. I'd love to hear from you guys. Love to reconnect. Love to connect with new people. Love to reconnect with those that I do already have. And thanks everybody for watching. Like like I said, during the week, somewhat my schedule for making videos is somewhat minimal due to college and personal life taking a priority because it demands it, particularly the college aspect. But I will try to connect. Will try to connect with you guys more on the weekends and go from there. Always remember the two things about me. One, I keep on rocking, and also I just want to add something else. There was something on TV that said that people that say rocking or rock on are it doesn't mean as much. I disagree with that. When I say rock on to anyone's videos that I comment on, I mean that your video. It's my way of saying your videos were good. Whatever. So that's just my 2 cents on that. One, keep on rocking, because I'm getting ready to go rock with some college football. Also, if somebody knows anything about fantasy football or where I can find out some information on how to do fantasy football well, I'd be interested in your information that you could provide me on that. Thanks to everyone who has commented on my videos in the past. Like I said, I want to get more involved with you guys. I want you guys to feel more connected with me. And two, if you got something to say, you can say it on YouTube. And be sure to check out everybody else's video. I'm still waiting on the big video that's coming from Bohem and Reneto that should be coming out shortly. And I definitely would, and I will make a video in response to the YouTube meeting other YouTubers idea, which Reneto posts. So that's some things that are coming up on my schedule. Another week coming up ahead of me. Just going through it like everyone else. So I will try to post something in a little week. If I don't get to it, however, please do not feel alarmed, because I am still around. But it's just life taking over, and life can sometimes be a pain in the butt. Anyway, the game's already started. I'm late. So here's what I end up saying. I'm getting ready to go watch the game, and I got 2 words for you. 2 words. Roll Tide. Catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Hold on, I wanted to add something else. Since it's a game, I gotta show you what I go through for the ritual. I will be back in a second. Yeah. You know what time it is? It's Alabama time, y'all. It's Alabama. Wait a minute. We're missing one thing. Now, we See ya!